look over here at the sideboard. Let's frame what we're about to experience, what we're about to investigate, and the evidence that we're going to get from that firsthand experience. So our phenomenon is we're trying to explain what happened to Zyrese, the death of the high school football player in Georgia. You guys just spent some time in your mini think tanks and as a whole group having some conversation about all of the observations that you have recorded as data so far about the events surrounding his death. So that all falls into this phenomenon that we're trying to explain. And we turned this situation into a question then that we're trying to figure out. If water is necessary for survival, how can such an essential substance kill us? So in trying to get to this big driving question, we have some smaller questions that we're working to figure out. So this first question up here is, what are the normal components of urine? So you had an experience with urinalysis. You had 4 patients. You used their urine and the test around it and the thinking that you did around analyzing those tests to diagnose them. So this was a smaller phenomenon that you were trying to explain. You were trying to explain the differences in those urine samples. And from that, you gained an understanding of what is supposed to be in urine and what's not supposed to be in urine that you just communicated to me at the beginning of class today. So we're going to move on to our second question and figuring out our phenomenon, and that is, how is urine formed? And so in order for us to gain firsthand experience and gather data on our own, to get to our own understanding of how urine is formed, we're going to work with a series of models. And so the first model, the beginning of that is on your desk right now. So today we are going to make urine with this model. And so what I'd like you to do first of all is, since I've shared with you that we are going to make urine, I would like you to have a conversation based on your observations of what is in front of you that Victoria just placed in front of you. Where does pee come from? So have a conversation around that at your table. And then I'm going to give you a piece of text, and I want you to figure out the answer to the next question. And I'll give you 2 minutes.